Hey there, Scott here from Scott Allen Online. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about 5 ways B2B sales reps can use social selling to their advantage. So let's get started. So why is social selling so important for a B2B professional in today's sales climate? Well, it's primarily a response to changing consumer behaviour. And that's because B2B customers nowadays no longer move in a linear fashion from top to bottom of the funnel. In the digital age, customers are actively identifying their problems and forming their own opinions about solutions. They have better access than ever before to information thanks to the internet, and engage with you and your company through many digital touchpoints during that research. They may jump between studying and choosing a solution, going up and down that sales funnel more than once. B2B purchasers can now use social media to find, evaluate, and contact a salesperson in their own time at their own pace. CEB's research estimated that about 60% of the purchase process is already completed before a B2B buyer approaches a sales professional. And because of this, potential customers now go to the negotiation table with a much better understanding of their problem and how it can be solved, backed up by statistics for better leverage. This is especially true for B2B buyers, as they have the financial and human resources to dig deep and analyse all possible solutions that work for their company's interest. The new challenge for B2B customers is the sheer volume of online data, creating a new challenge for those B2B consumers where they're looking for context and not necessarily more content. So whilst it's getting easy to get this information, it's also taking more time to process that information and consult relevant stakeholders. So because of this, customers are now looking for ways to shorten their purchase cycles. They are much more willing to engage with social sellers if they can provide immediate access to information, content, and deliver commercial value. In addition, B2B customers make decisions more often than not based on recommendations and referrals, because a network of trusted peers are highly influential in purchasing choices. And again, according to CEB, 84% of B2B buyers begin the process with a referral, and peer recommendations influence over 90% of purchase decisions. And this opens another opportunity for sales professionals, as social networks such as LinkedIn make it easier for thought leaders to promote and recommend solutions. It is an improvement on the traditional selling model. In addition to helping B2B companies respond to consumer demands and needs, social selling has many benefits compared to traditional selling alone. For example, when social selling is done right, it reduces the need for inefficient processes such as cold calling. While cold calling to the C-suite has the abysmal response rate of 1% or less, social selling can bring in more leads in a shorter period of time. So instead of calling 50 customers a day with a generalized message, your sales professionals can now spend a couple of hours on social networks and bring in much better results. Social selling can also provide scale, making it easier to expand globally. So instead of worrying about calling and mailing costs to different corners of the world, you can now deliver personalized messages to customers globally. For example, you can use LinkedIn ads for customers in Canada, Twitter posts for Australian customers, and arrange an online demo for consumers in the United States. And with modern technology, all of these can be scheduled in advance with opportunities for follow-up calls or email marketing, for example. And one of the things I love about social selling is it makes it easy to engage early in the customer's buying process. You can deliver your content to customers in a timely manner, or even in their early stages when they're still conceptualizing their problems. By engaging early, you can build trust and remain valuable throughout their purchase journey, making it far more likely for them to pick you over competitors. So wondering how to get started? Here are 5 ways the modern B2B sales professional should be using social selling. If you've seen any of my other videos, you may even know what number 1 is already, which is pick and join the right network first. YouTube and Facebook are very popular among young adults, but LinkedIn and Twitter are still the champions of B2B lead generation. So find the platform your potential customers are most active on so you can reach them easily. And bear in mind, joining the network alone will require more effort than just creating a simple profile. You'll need to use and engage the site regularly. it's important to keep your profile up to date and engage in conversations to understand the norms and culture of that platform. So in other words, don't manage your LinkedIn profile the same way you manage your Facebook page. Number 2 is listen and find your prospects. Social selling is one way to implement a more customer-centric process. So instead of pushing your product or service onto people aggressively on these networks, begin with listening. And if you're using the right social media platforms, they can provide you with useful insights into your prospects. For example, you can learn about their roles in their company, their pain points, buying signals or triggers, if they're the decision makers, who they follow, and the kind of groups that they're in. When they post about what they need, you can then leverage this information in all buying stages and provide your prospects with the right content with context that can help them. B2B consumers appreciate social sellers that acknowledge their issues and work alongside them to find a solution. And understanding your prospects will go a long way in building long-term relationships. Number 3 is quite obvious, but network and connect with your prospects. Social networks make it easy to find and connect with profiles that match your ideal customer avatar. From their educational background, career goals, to current interests, find something you have in common with these prospects. Ask questions. Commenting or sharing their posts is a really good way to get their attention. In addition, follow the thought leaders of your industry and make sure you contribute in groups. Find out who is talking about your industry using keywords, engage with them, and begin to add value. Chances are your prospects are following these profiles as well, so interacting with them will create better awareness and opportunities for future discussions. And on the other hand, at the time of this video, there are over 100,000 groups on LinkedIn, and sharing content and knowledge in the groups will lead to more people viewing your profile and connecting with you. Number 4 is educating and nurturing your prospects. As mentioned, B2B customers will actively identify problems, work out solutions, and choose providers with the information available to them on the internet. Therefore, it's more important than ever for the B2B sales professional to be present in all stages of that journey and be a reliable advisor. And this is where content, context, and social selling come together. According to LinkedIn's own research, prospects feel the most motivation to reach out when the sales rep has provided them with some form of value in return for their interaction. And though this content that helps your prospects might not bring in immediate revenue, 94% of B2B consumers do at least a bit of online research before coming to a decision. So a white paper that articulates their issues at that point in their buyer's journey and explains how your product may help could be more valuable to your prospects than a traditional sales pitch. Give your prospects relevant content, insights, and discussion first, and they're much more likely to remember you in their purchase journey. Number 5 is a gimme. Retain your prospects and customers instead of purely focusing on new ones. Because when it comes to generating numbers and leads, more and more sales teams are working at developing better relationships online. And it goes without saying, good relationships will lead to more sales and more referrals. And don't forget, social media is another channel for customer support and feedback that is underutilized by many salespeople and companies alike. It's where your customers will post about their experience with you first, so pay close attention. I'm sure you've seen it before. The customer might go to your Facebook page to ask why their emails were not answered, giving you the opportunity to check with your support team to see if there's a communication problem. And some sales professionals are reluctant to use social media for communication, as it might not be as formal and easy to track as an email, but social selling has certain advantages. Regular engagement with your prospects and customers on social media can give you instant insights into your customers, build relationships, and encourage them to use your products or services. So let's wrap this up. Social selling has lots of potential, and it's a trend that's obviously not going to go away anytime soon. It's time to bring knowledge of this method to your sales team and get them the training necessary. Social selling, when done right and in sync with other sales methods, can bring in many customers and build long-term relationships. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you got some value from it, you might want to check out my upcoming 7-Figure Sales Academy membership, where I cover all this and more using my PACER methodology, along with a large range of tools, resources and frameworks for communicating and selling to the modern customer. Or you can grab my new book, 7-Figure Sales Skills, which is available on Amazon now. Before I let you go, if you'd like to see more sales tips and strategies, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you next time. Bye for now.